Hey yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Jess Sparks in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And uh, you know, I just want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Uh, you know what I'm saying, the ideas of this world. Like when you bring in like something when you I want to talk about how when you bring in something new to the ideas of this world. So when you battle logic against logic the right way. So I'm saying that, like, for example, let's talk about how we got certain situations where we got people talking about certain events in this world, or certain events that we go through, right? I feel like the best thing to do is just, instead of arguing with them with your emotions, you know what I'm saying, like, oh no, it ain't like this, it's like that, or it's like this. Nah, the right way to do it is really just to have the right idea, you know what I'm saying, the right mindset, so the right logical thought, you know what I'm saying, to battle against that other thought, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times we do this a lot in our everyday life, but we may not know it because we may use some other person's thought form or some other person's ideology or mindset on how to activate that certain stargate that you walk through in your life. Like, um like, you know what I'm saying, like, if you're in school, or if you're like in college, like high school, college, whatever, junior high, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like, and you're with your friends or teachers, and let's say you're going through something where, you know what I'm saying, y'all are not arguing against each other, but you're kind of like, in a way, how I say this, uh what's the right words? I'm trying to think of the right word. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying. Oh, okay. Let's say you're talking about a shows you watch, right? Let's say talking about like shows you watch, right? Um, they're like, oh, this, no, have you checked out this one episode of this, yada yada yada, and then you combat that with your, because they so, and so you combat that with your thought form. So you combat that with, uh oh no, I actually don't watch that. Oh yeah, I actually do watch that. It's kind of like, so that's what I'm saying. It's not, we're not battling each other. We're just opposing like thought forms. Like, instead of being like, oh, nah, I don't really watch that, or like, nah, you know what I'm saying, or like, or, and even if you do, but you don't want to, like, uh just bring in that certain, you know what I'm saying, like how I said, it's that certain my mindset that you do watch it, like, you know what I'm saying, what, you know what I'm saying, if you understand what I'm saying, it's kind of like we just do this as spirits by default, you know what I'm saying. Like, I can get deeper into it, like a deeper way would be like someone defending Shakespeare. Like, we know Shakespeare doesn't exist. We know it's just uh somebody's thought form, you know what I'm saying? A credit Somebody's thought form that was created from another man's idea about, you know what I'm saying, in number 17, right? That's why it's always, they use number 17 a lot, you know what I'm saying? One being your individuality, seven being your knowledge about that, your higher how I say this, your higher way of looking on that, you know what I'm saying? So we know that was created, how I say this, like by somebody. Like, if y'all understand what I'm trying to say. So someone trying to argue Shakespeare, right? That's kind of like, if you're wise enough to know, like, as a spirit, that he doesn't exist. Let's say you argue with, now let's say now we are arguing. Before we were just parlaying, like, we were in the battlefield. We were in the battlefield, but we kind of made truths. So that when I talk about the show, like, or if or if you're, what I'm saying, your friends or a teacher or whatever, we talk about a show. Oh, you watch this one show, and you're like, no, oh, I mean, yeah, yeah, I do, but you don't. That's kind of using like a thought form to go against that other. So doesn't always have to be negative. I mean, not negative, but it doesn't have to always have to be like crazy or like bad. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is if we're battling now. Now this is the battlefield, right? So let's say we got someone defending Shakespeare, and deep down, obviously Shakespeare doesn't exist, right? You'd be like, oh no, yeah, I'm not with that Shakespeare shit. You know what I'm saying? He don't even exist anyway. He came from somebody else's mindset of how they were thinking, just to rule a certain idea of a thought form, a thought and a feeling. So I'm wise enough to know as a spirit that that's not true. Like you're battling intellectually. So like using your thought, your mind to go against you know what I'm saying, that one ideology of whatever that person has you going through, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that. But so that's just, you know what I'm saying, it's another example. But like it don't even like, let's say you're arguing with somebody, right? And when you're arguing with that one person, you're arguing about let's talk about I don't watch sports, like, but like, for example, I'm gonna bring an example, like this one hockey team, right? I know the Bruins come from Boston, but so all right, let's say you're arguing up against the Bruins, right? Oh, yeah, there's one friend talking about, oh, yeah, the Bruins are the best team in hockey, and you're like, oh no, the I'm just ran out. It's the Stingers. The Stingers are the best team in hockey, and you're like, oh nah, the Bruins. So let's say you being the spiritual one, you said the Stingers, and then the one lost in 3 is talking about the Bruins, right? When whether you do enjoy sports or not, the idea that you're just battling, what like and I hate to say battling because we're not even battling, because it's like, it's just like we do this just to do it. Like it's weird. Us as spirits, like I've realized, like when we're just having a conflict, like, you know how you in work and you're having conversations in work, and whether it be negative or positive, the day goes by like way faster. Like it's weird. So it's like it's kind of what this video is about. How shit goes like faster when you're just in a different state of thinking. If you know what I'm saying, if that makes sense. So I don't. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So what about to say? Oh yeah. Yeah. So basically, arguing which team is better and whatever that nature. You being a spiritual one, you talking about, oh no, the Stingers they are better because yada yada yada, and I know this. I personally know this person, this the team player, because he's actually my dad's brother's friend, so we go way back. So you just brought up, so you just, and even if you're lying or whatever you are, you just created an idea, whether, you know what I'm saying, whether you created it or whether it's true or not, you still create an idea of of that being the case. And with that being the case, when you do that, by default, you're already like in a different like you and that one person, y'all minds is conflating, right? And now it's like y'all doing something in the esoteric realm, where it's like y'all are like not combating each other, but y'all like checking each other out type shit. Like seeing, like seeing how that creature, how that golem you created, how it's looking like. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing the crevices. I think I said it wrong. The crevices. Uh, the you know what I'm saying? The all that good stuff. So it's like you kind of like, you know what I'm saying, checking that shit out and seeing how what can be made better in that situation. And when it's like that, you start to realize that y'all kind of like, you know what I'm saying, y'all kind of like two different spaces, because the fact that you use your spaceship, right? Because your mind is a spaceship. Your spaceship is the body and the mind, and you create that, and you travel, and you see, you look at different minds, uh different cloths, different different all types of shit, you know what I'm saying? And then you're just looking at it, and you're driving and you're checking it out, same as the other person. They do the same as well, checking that what you created, and whether, and at the and once that's said and done, at the end of the Stargate, you should you should come up with a feeling with that after. So once you battle with that kind of thought form, you by default have a feeling, and that feeling is, you're going to you kind of see how where that's going, like whether that feeling's in a sunken place, whether you're in a high place, whether you're in an outer place, whether you're in an inner place, whether you're in a you know what I'm saying, whatever you are in a place, right? But how are you feeling? That creates sex with your thoughts and feelings. And once that happens, that creates descendants, many many sons and daughters, which is another way for just saying many thoughts and feelings. So once that's created, right? You look up like which one is the hardest, like which one of the hardest like how it's the hardest children, you know what I'm saying? Uh the hardest ideas and feelings, thoughts and feelings, right? Then that goes to show which person in the, how I say this, in the conversation had the brighter idea. But see how I just like that a regular conversation. See, I don't even fuck with sports, but see how a regular conversation about like just uh, sports or whatever, or see how that just, when you want your spiritual, you can really see that, you can go in that world and see what we're really doing as spirits. So a lot of like 'cause I be seeing like because my recommendations, like I be seeing like what's that shit called, like Sports Center, and I just, I don't, when I click, I be clicking on it sometimes to see what CBC what's going on. I don't really watch it, like I don't watch sports. I be seeing what they be talking about, because I be wondering what be on people's like I you know what I'm saying, I'm in that world where I like to see where people's minds are at. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I like to see, you know what I'm saying, I kind of like to see what's going on, whether it be sports, whether it be anything, whether it be um people, you know what I'm saying, because I, you know, whether it be you know what I'm saying, I'm just, you know what I'm saying. So I always hear them talk about, oh, this player right here, this that one of the best players ever, or this player right here, garbage, always fucking up the team. Um so it's like uh I start to see that the way they think, right? It's kind of like they got uh different, like how I say this. They got like they they be in spaces that's not like ideas that was created from themselves. Like they go off, like they would go off statistics or stats, or they would go off what other people say, and base it on that. Or even if they did watch the games, right? They probably basing it on one game that that player went through, and then base that whole thing, uh, base that whole why would I say this? Base that whole ideology or that whole circumstance as that player just you know what I'm saying, was truly uh a sheep or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they be using. You know what I'm saying? Or a dumbass or a donkey. You know what I'm saying? At that certain situation. So then I started to realize, okay, then even even though they talk like this, like the certain places they be, as their spirits, as what they create as from their minds, the certain spaces they be at is in uh like grouping up and sheep, and so it's kind of like, and what else, and what else, and reflecting, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they are reflecting in a way, but since like they probably don't play sports, so they just like uh or they probably did, I don't know, but whatever they did, they're just they're just saying what they saying because they end again the check. So that that whole thing is just word vomit for the simple sake of trying to understand not understand, but trying to overstand that situation that they didn't create, that simply came from what who had the better say so, or you know what I'm saying. So but fuck that, I ain't even trying to get in a sports situation. I mean, I was just talking, just I was just an example, you know what I'm saying. But when you do argue, not argue, but when you do, well, I guess I can say argue, but I don't know, it keeps pushing that arguing, that's gonna make me think, that's gonna make, you know what I'm saying, think that like, you know what I'm saying, I'm arguing all the time. Nah, it's I'm just picking out certain things from my mind and just putting them together. um but you know, like when you're when you're when you're in that space of knowing what you're doing, then you a bad motherfucker. Cause like when you're in that space, you start to realize that, man, like these thoughts and these thoughts and feelings, like they really ain't even shit. Like at the end of the day, it ain't even like how I say it. It's like it's not even, it's like how it's not even I hope I wasn't covering the mic the whole time. I really hope that. But was oh so yeah, really ain't shit. Like these are just like how I said, these are just like tools, like we just use, you know what I'm saying? And due to that case, like it's kind of like funny in a way, like you start to have fun, and it's like weird, but in a good way, like, and you know what I'm saying? So it's not even like, you know what I'm saying? Um, but don't get me wrong though. I see. I don't know what to call this word. I'm still thinking of it. But like, y'all ever have? Okay. So I guess the work is perfect. But y'all not because Dola has said this a lot. But like it makes sense. Like y'all ever like, yeah, you're in work, right? You're just talking about like negative experiences or chaotic situations. Not even chaotic, but just you're just talking about how I said it, you're just talking about shit, right? And when you talk about it, it's kind of like, whether it be negative or positive, it's you most of the time it's usually negative. Like I don't know why. It's like I feel like though when you like when I be in those situations, I don't even like I don't bring out what shit negative situations happen to me. I just be saying shit like nigga was talking about, or bitch was talking about, oh yeah, I just fuck my shit up, my whip up, and me like I'm you know, I don't even mean to talk about that, but you know what I'm saying, like so I'll be like, damn, like we just be talking, right? And I'm not gonna get into the conversations, but I was a little hint. But when we do like get into shit like that, it's kind of like the day goes by so fast, and you know what's crazy? It's not even like it's like no hard feelings. It's weird. It's like unless it gets there, unless a certain, but it never really gets there. But you know what I'm saying? Or this doesn't gotta be work. This can be with family too, or friends. Y'all with that one friend, oh y'all with that one family member, where y'all you can just like argue about bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But it's not even like a bad argument. It's kind of like I mean, like it's kind of like it's goofy for no reason. Like not goofy. It's like not goofy, but in a way, like stupid and goofy. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit don't even gotta make sense, but you be just like, you know what I'm saying? And then we be saying shit because like it it's like it be relatable, but we know deep down inside we probably should have kept that, you know what I'm saying, within, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of fun, it's kind of funny. But yes, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but shit like that. And I just, you know what I'm saying, like it's just crazy because like these things come from like the way we be thinking in our minds, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like it's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, shit like I guess, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of the video right there. Um yeah. Shit like that, but yeah. What else want to say? Yes, it's peace.